Hi students, good evening and welcome back to Chakravarthy E Classroom. So today we are going to discuss some questions. I think total 4 questions are there from time and work chapter. So far we have done many questions from time and work in my YouTube free classes also. We have discussed some advanced level questions also and I have given you some techniques. In my regular course students, time and work chapter I have discussed for more than 8 hours. So I started the chapter from the basic level, from the foundation level, so that even a beginner can understand that one, right? If you watch those 8 hours lessons, I'm pretty sure that any question and every question from this chapter can be done within the stipulated time. You can maintain speed and accuracy. I started from that level and we have covered almost all advanced level questions according to the new pattern. And I'm going to add some more lessons to the existing lessons in my regular course as in when we get a new pattern questions from the latest competitive exams. Okay. Anyway, students, we have uploaded these questions, sent these questions in our Telegram channel 3 days ago. Actually, I was not feeling well for the last 2 to 3 days, so I couldn't record the video. Today we are going to finish it off. Okay, now let's start the first question. But before that, students, these 4 questions I can consider as a little moderate level questions, not even advanced level, little moderate level only, not basic questions. We can consider this one as moderate level questions. Okay, let's start the first question here. And reasonable timing for these questions, for all the questions I'm telling you, each question must be done within a maximum of 45 seconds to 1 minute. 1 minute is the worst case. In the worst case, you have to spend 1 minute. I'm talking about those students who have finished the basics and have been practicing these questions well. You must take below 45 seconds only, I can say. In the worst case, that is 1 minute. The beginners, don't worry about the timing. Okay, you may take 2 minutes or 3 minutes, it doesn't matter. First maintain the accuracy, after that automatically you will get the speed. Okay, now let's start the question here. The first one you take, how they have given A, B and C can do a work in 20, 30 and 60 days respectively. Easily you can keep that in the mind. Then in how many days A can do the work if he is assisted by B and C on every 3rd day. See students, this question is a simple one, but this type of questions the examiner may confuse you with the wording. They may give the wording in a twisty way. So some twist may be there. So don't get confused. Read the question properly. At one glance only, in the first reading only, you have to understand everything. Don't go for the second time. That is unnecessarily wastage of time. Here, when they go for this one, whether B and C together are assisting him or first B is assisting A, after that A is C is assisting A, you should be very clear on that point. Here clearly they have given that how many days A can do the work if he is assisted by B and C together, B and C on every 3rd day. If that is the case, A can complete the work in how many days? How to understand this one? You need not write anything on the paper. Just to make it clear, make the concept clear, I am writing on the board. Simple students, the work is started here, for example. Okay, A started the work. Alright, so they have given that B and C are assisting A only on every 3rd day. That means first 2 days A alone worked. Alright. But on the 3rd day, B and C are assisting A. That means A, B and C will work on the 3rd day. Then again on 4th and 5th day, only A will work. Then on the 6th day, again A plus B plus C and so on. If this is the case, in how many days the work will be completed by A is the question. See students, this type of questions, you do one thing. First, on every 3rd day, B and C are assisting A. You just take a break here just to find out how much work will be completed by A, B and C according to the given condition in 3 days. First you find out that. Later on I'll tell you how to go for that one further to make the process ease there. Okay, simple one you see. What's the total work here? Total work, A can do the work in 20 days, B can do the work in 30 days, C can do the work in 60 days. Obviously LCM is 60. Now the total work is 60. What is the capacity of A here? I am writing here A's capacity efficiency is 60 by 20, that is 3. B's capacity is 2. C's capacity is 1. As simple as this. Now I am going for the first 3-day work. First 3-day work. How is that? During these 3 days, obviously A worked for all the 3 days. Yes or no? B and C worked only on 1 day, that is on the 3rd day. Now how much work is completed? Simply A's work A's efficiency is 3 units per day into he worked for 3 days. 9 units of work is completed. As far as B and C together is considered, A efficiency is 2 plus 1 is 3. But they worked only for 1 day. That's it. Only for 1 day. That means 3 here. 3 units of work completed. That means in 3 days, 9 plus 3, 12 units of work has been completed. Now you can very easily say total 60 units of work will be completed in how many days? In this fashion. So very simply I can say total work is 60. Okay. In 3 days, 12 units completed. In 60, how many 12 units are there? How many 12s are there? Obviously that is 5 12s are there. Yes or no? Right? To do a set of 12 unit work, it takes 3 days. To do a set of 12 units work, it takes 3 days. In 60, how many 12 units are there? 5 12 units are there. That means total work will be completed in 5 into 3, 15 days is the answer. Now we got the clarity. Don't get confused. If any beginner is there, you have to do this one in this way, because I found out the 3-day work of A, B and C in the, according to the given condition there. So that is, excuse me. So that is 3-day work is 12 units. That's it. So total units are 60. So in 60, how many 12 units are there? 5. Each 12 unit work is completed in 3 days. So 3 into 5 total 15 days. In 15 days the total work is going to be completed by A. Now we got the idea. I have explained this question in a comprehensive way, but to do this one, it shouldn't take more than 1 minute time, maximum time I am telling you. Within 40 seconds also you can do, because you need not write all these things on the paper. Can't you imagine that one in your mind? So on every 3rd day, like up to 3 days, how much work is completed? You can easily do this one in this way. Got the clarity? Right. Go for the next question. Take the second one here. You do this question. A, B, C and D also. Yes. D also they have given. Can do a work in 15, 9, 10, 12 days respectively. A started the work. This is again a good question, this one. A started the work. B joined him after 1 day. C joined them. C joined them means C joined A and B. When C joined them after 1 more day. And D joined the remaining 3 after 1 more day, and they continued doing the work. In how many days the work will be completed? Simply this question is an extension of the previous one. That's it. So you do one thing, students, you just keep 1 minute time for this one. Since it is a recorded video, just pause the video here. Take maximum time of 1 minute and try to solve the question. Then you resume the video. Okay, then how to go for this one? First, understand the condition. How to understand here? First, A started the work. Suppose A started the work here. Okay. How many days A worked on this one? First 1 day he worked, because somebody else, B, joined him after 1 day. That means for this 1 day only A worked here. Okay, then here B joined, then A plus B. They work for 1 more day according to the given condition. Then after this 1 day, C joined them here. That means here A plus B plus C started the work here. How many days they have worked for? 1 day. This is what exactly they have given. Now here after this 1 day, D joined them, A plus B plus C plus D here. How many days they have worked then all the 4 together? We don't know that one. But here D joined the remaining 3 and the work continued like this. They are asking in how many days the total work had been completed in this fashion. Have you got the idea? See students, I'll give you in my regular course, in our regular course we have solved many questions of this sort. Simply, first this condition you must do in your mind only. For your sake, I'm writing on the board. You have to think in this way. A started the work for 1 day. Then B joined, they work for 1 day. Then C joined, they work for 1 day. Then D joined and the work is continued. This is the given one. Now here again you break the work here. You break the work up to this extent. So how many days are there? 1, 2, 3. During these 3 days, how the work has been done? Who has done how many days? You have to find out. Okay, total amount of work will come. That work must be deducted from the total work. Some amount of work is done. That work must be deducted from the total amount of work, so that you will get the remaining work. And the remaining work has been done by A, B, C and D from that day onwards. How many days will it be taking for A, B, C and D to do the remaining work? Those days plus these 3 days. That is going to be my answer. How simple this one. Now let's start this one. First, A, B, C, D's capacity you take here. A can do the work in 15 days. B can do in 9 days. No need to write actually. C in 10 days. D in 12 days. What's the LCM here? LCM is that is 15, 90. No, it's not 90. Then it should be 180. Right. 180 is the LCM. 180 is the total work. Now, what is A's capacity here? So, this is 180 by 15, that is 12 units per day. Okay. Now, B's capacity is 20 units per day. C's capacity is 18, of course, and D's is 15. So, 180 by 15 is 12. Then 180 by 12 is 15, of course, right? Now, see students, I have broken here 3 days. In this fashion, A work for how many days? 1 plus 1 plus 1 up to this extent, 3 days. So, 12 into 3. 36 units are completed. Okay, now as far as B's work is concerned, B worked for how many days during these 3 days? Only 2. 1 plus 1. So, into 2. 40 units completed. Okay, then C worked only on this day. That is only 1. This is 18. D has entered here. I'm not counting D's here because D has not involved in this 3-day work. Okay, so now D entered here. Later we will consider D also. Now very clearly how much work is completed here. So this is 40. You take it as 20. 40 plus 20, 60. I've added 2 here. 40 plus 20. That is 60. I'll deduct that 2. 40 plus 20, 60 plus 30. That is 90 plus 4 only. 94. Total 94 units of the work had been completed. Now total work is 180 minus 94. You will get the remaining work. What's the remaining? 180 minus 90 is 90. 90 minus 4 is 86. 86 parts of the work units is remaining. Now these 86 units must be completed by A, B, C and D together. Yes or no? Because after this point, D also joined and they continued the work. That's what they have given in the question. Now very clearly, this one, just add up this one. How to go with this one? 18 plus 12, 18 plus 12, 18, 10, 28, 30 plus 20, 50 plus 10, 65. So here 86 is the remaining work divided by 65 units per day. So how much it would be? 65, 1 times 65, okay, plus 20, 85 plus 121. 121 by 65 days remaining. Already 3 days are over. So in how many days the total work is completed? This means that is 1, 2, 3 plus 1, 4 and 21 by 65. So 3 plus 121 by 65. So my final answer is 421 by 65 days is the final answer. Easily you can do this. Now tell me students, is it possible or not possible for you to do this question within 1 minute time, around 45 seconds? If you do it in a proper way, yes, of course you can do, because up to this extent you need not write anything on the paper. You can understand the condition in this way. So easily you can say that yes, I have to take a 3-day work of A, 2-day work of B, 1-day work of C in the set of 3 days. That's it. Then after that, all the 4 should work. Now, how much work is completed? This is old method only. You can do it very easily. Then after that, you add this one to the 3 days. You will get the final answer. Isn't it simple? Yes or no? Right. Now go for the next question quickly. Finish up this one. Actually, this question I have taken as it is from a clerical level examination, not at officer level. Simple question. And students, what is this? Is it the same question? Yes. You need not write anything on the paper. First read the question. A and B can do a work in 20 and 30 days respectively. Simple. Both started the work and A left after 3 days. A left after 3 days and the remaining work was completed by B. If they get 28,000 for that one, what is the share of A and B respectively? Don't write anything on the paper. Just pause the video first. Okay. Then think very cool, students. Think very cool. Is it possible for me to do this question without writing anything on the paper? Then start working on that one. You can do very, very easily. Actually, you need not go by any conventional method. Even LCM is also not required here. LCM is also not required because there are only 2 parts. How is that when you tell me? See students, you know the basic rule of work and wages. Actually, this is from the chapter called work and wages. How the wages will be distributed between 2 workers or 2 employees who are engaged in a work. Basic, in my basic classes I have given you very clearly in one sentence. I'll tell you the amount should be distributed or shared as per the work done by them. You know that one? As per the work done by them. If the number of days they worked is same, then that should be divided according to the efficiency, their efficiency. You know that one? Alright, as per the work, here they have not worked for the same number of days because A worked for 3 days and he left the work. Remaining work was completed by B in some days. Then how these 28,000 to be distributed between A and B? That will be exactly equal to the work done by them. In that ratio only you need to distribute that one. Now students, if you think a little while, even without taking LCM also you can do. How is that? Simple one. If you find out with the help of this clue and this clue, what is the share of A from the total? If you take out share of A, you will get share of B. How is that one? Simple one-step solution here. In 20 days, they have given that A can do the work in 20 days. That means in A's case, in 20 days, A can do the total work. Total work is nothing but 1. In 20 days, A can do total work. In 3 days, A can do how much work? Actually, even this also, you need not write anything on the paper. A can do the work in 20 days. A worked for 3 days. He left the job. B finished the remaining work. They got 28,000 for that. How it should be distributed? It must be distributed according to the work done by them. How much work is done by A in 3 days? To know that one, first of all, I should know the capacity of A. In 20 days, A can do the complete work. In 3 days, A can do how much work? 3/20th of work. As simple as this one. Even without writing this one on the paper also, you can say A can do in 20 days. In 3 days, how much work is done by A? That is 3/20. You know that. Yes or no? Now, the money should be distributed in this way. A should get 3/20th of the money. Yes or no? Because he worked only 3/20th work. He should get 3/20th of the money. Yes or no? So for that reason, 3/20 into how much is that? 28,000. Simple. This one. So just go for this one. This is 2 14ths. 28. 0. This one. So A must get 4,200. And how much amount B should get? B should get 28,000 minus 4,200. That's it. This is your answer. How simple, students, this one. Easily you can do this. No need of going for any LCM also. Yes or no? Because only two persons are there. If only two persons are there, this is the advantage. If the third person is there, even in that case also you can do. That depends upon the condition given in the question. Alright, now same question. So now just remember these values. A should get 4200. Remember this, right? If you want to go by the LCM method, for the beginners I am telling you, again you need to do all the things on the paper. How is that? A can do in 20 days. A can do in 20 days. B can do in 30 days. LCM is 60. Total work is 60. A's capacity is 3 units per day. B's capacity is 2 units. And A worked for 3 days. That means 3 into 3. A worked. A had completed 9 units. So A should get 9 parts. Okay. Is to B should get total work is 60. 60 minus 9, that is 51. So this is we can go for this one. 3 3s. Okay. Now 3 1s. 3 7. 3 17s 51. Anyway, they have to excuse me. They have to distribute the money in this ratio. Oh, done. Now here this is A's share, this is B's share. How much A should get? 3 by 17 plus 320 into 28,000. That's it. So one and all, everything is same. Yes and no? Instead of doing all these things, simply you can do the question in this way. When will you get this type of technique, students? I have told you in my regular classes that shortcut must be developed by you. I will make you in that way. If you have complete hold on the chapter, on the subject, shortcuts are very simple. You learn shortcuts in that way, not in the air by hearting some shortcuts for one chapter. Don't go for the exam because they give many twists in the questions. Okay, now the next question also is the same question. Right, this is a good question, students. A little twist is there in this. You try this. I'll give you one method. In my regular classes, I have given almost exactly 4 methods for this one. Total 4 methods for this type of questions. You try this one, by the way. First, A and B can do a work in 10 and 15 days respectively. Simple. Both started the work. And B left 1 day before completion of the work. I have given you 4 methods for this. Okay. But 1 day before completion of the work. If they got 25,000 rupees for that work, what is the share of A and B respectively? Pause the video and you use those methods which I have given you in the regular class. You can do this one within a maximum time of 45 seconds to 1 minute. Okay, so 1 minute is not required actually for the students who are like doing the questions, practicing the questions in a proper way. Within 45 seconds you can do this. I'll give you one out of these 4 methods. One method because in this class it is not possible to explain all the 4 methods. One method I'll give you that method which can be understandable by the beginners also. Okay, now go for this question here. A and B can do a work in 10 days and 15 days. So A can do in 10 days, B can do in 15 days. Both started the work and B left 1 day before. Now you see, students, first try to understand the logic here. What is the logic? So this is like this. The work started here. Okay. A started the work. Both started the work. A and B. Both started the work. The work lasts in this way. Okay. Now after this point, only A worked. Okay, what is this one? 1 day before the work. This is 1 day. From here to here, it is 1 day. That day only A worked on that day. This is the point they have given. Alright, so all these days A and B together worked. But 1 day before completion of the work, B left. A finished from here to here in 1 day. If that is the case, what is the share of A and B in this 25,000 rupees? Obviously, these 25,000 rupees must be distributed between A and B according to their work ratio. How much work done by these two? according to their work ratio. Yes or no? Right. Now let's start this one. How much work had been done by A and B separately? See students, only one of the methods, one of the 4 methods I am giving you. See, you start the question from here. For the beginners it is good method. So here students, A worked for this 1 day. How much work has been done during this 1 day by A? Take A's capacity. What is that? Total A can complete in total 10 days. B can take 15 days for the same work. Now the total work is LCM of these two, that is 30. Now A's capacity is 3 units per day. B's capacity is 2 units. 30 by 10, 30 by 15 to get these figures. Okay. Now A's capacity is 3 units per day and last 1 day work done by A. That means how much work has been done? 3 units of work has been done here out of 30. How much work is remaining? 27 units of work is remaining. This 27 units of work has been done by A as well as B with these capacities. That means how much work is done by B? That simply out of these 27 parts of work, B worked only 2 parts out of 2 plus 3, that is 5. As simple as this one, you know this. For the beginners I am telling you. Out of 27 units, B worked only 2 parts. 2 parts out of 3 plus 2, 5 parts. You will get the total amount of work done by B. Then how much work done by A? For A, that is out of this 27 into 3 by 5 plus these 3 units of work. That's it. This is one of the 4 methods. What is other method? Other method, again it takes some time. You have to imagine that A and B work for the entire period. Then the total work is 30 plus B. I am imagining that B is also worked here. Plus 2, 32 will be there. 32 divided by 5, you will get the number of days. That's the other method. Okay, anyway students here. Now go for the simplification quickly. This is 27 into 2, 40, 7 into 2, that is 14, 54. 54 by 5. Over. Anyway, both the cases, this denominator is 5, that's going to be cancelled. Anyway, now here this is 27 into 3 times. So 27 into 3 times, that is 60, and this is 81 by 5. 81 by 5 plus 3 here. The 5 3 is 15. 81 plus 15. 81 plus 10, 91 plus 5, 96. So total is 96 by 5. Oh. Now, what is the ratio of A and B in which the amount should be distributed is 96 is to 54. Or if you go with this one, 54, 9, 6, 2 and 3, that means it is divisible by 6. This is 6, 1, 6, 6, 6 over. Now this is 9s. Oh. Okay, so now here the amount should be distributed in the ratio of 16 is to 9. Now, what is the share of A means 16 by 16 plus 9, 25 into 25,000. That's it. And what is the ratio or what is the share of B means, that is remaining amount or 9 out of 25 into 25,000. Hope you must have got the idea, or else you know the technique here how to go for this one. 25, this is how many times? 1000 times. Now this is 16,000, this is 9,000. Need not write anything on the paper. See students, here many other techniques are there. In many ways, of course 4 ways you can do this question. Not only this question, I have explained from the basic level in my regular course. Why I am telling you these many times in my regular course I have done this one in this way. I advise all of you to take training from experts so that you can save ample of time in your preparation. So utilize that opportunity, and we are getting many mails that how to join the foundation course, the regular course. Foundation course, it does not mean that only basics are discussed. Don't get confused. Foundation course means from the basic level, basic to moderate to advanced to very advanced level questions. Okay, my intention is that every student should get success, and fee also I kept very less. Try to utilize the opportunity. Just visit our website chakravarthysir.com. From there you can join or you may download our new mobile app, Chakravarthy E Classroom new app. Okay, download that, then choose the course of your choice. Go for that one. Don't waste the time. Try to get success as early as possible. Thank you very much, students. I wish you all the best.